Hey everybody, welcome back to another Reaction Therapy. I'm Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist. I'm here to break down those lyrics to your favorite songs. And today is really cool, a special treat. We get to hear 21 Pilots, Addict with a Pen. Anything with therapy, addict, addiction, I am all in, right? As a psychotherapist doing this for over 25 years, I love breaking down lyrics and seeing the message behind the words and the music. So thank you for joining and being a part of this. Thanks for liking, subscribing, pass this on to your friends. This is a really cool community we've developed here, and I just appreciate all of y'all's support. So without further ado, let's dive into 21 Pilots, Addict with a Pen. Cool.
Hello, we haven't talked in quite some time. I know I haven't been the best.
Okay, can I just say this is amazing? Like right off the bat, this is so cool to hear. Number one, just the individual piano playing, hear that voice that he has, and just this, it's like it's a melody, a love song, just the words that are so clear. And this is vibe. This is cool.
I haven't been the best of sons. Hello, I'm traveling in the desert of my mind, and I haven't found a drop of life. I haven't found a drop of you. I haven't found a drop.
Man, the desert of my mind, and I can't even find a drop. Life of you, just of so many things. And when you're in a desert, anybody who's ever been in a desert, or if you've ever been dehydrated, kind of, and it's like you start to get delirious, and a desert is just this vast space of land where there's just kind of nothing, and it just pictures as hot or dry, and he can't get a drop, and all he wants is a drop. And this sounds so sad. I just look at the title of Addict with a Pen. It's like somebody who's strung out, they've been in addiction for a long time, and they're just writing a letter, is what I feel like this is.
Of you, I haven't found a drop. I haven't found a drop of water.
This is really cool because this is like live. Like this is like them doing it. You can kind of hear how just raw the instruments are too. And they are just jamming out to it. And seeing him sing really brings it to life because you can see the emotion behind that voice of just belting it out.
I try desperately to run through the sand as I hold the water in the palm of my hand, 'cause it's all that I have and it's all that I need, and the waves of the water mean nothing to me, but I try my best and all that I can to hold tightly onto what's left in my hand. But no matter how tightly I will strain, the sand will slow me down and the water will drain.
Oh man, this is it's like he's running through the desert like as fast as he can with like water cupped in his hand, right? If you've ever done that, and then it just starts kind of dripping out, falling over through the underneath, and he's running, but the sand slowing him down. And that picture of, like, to me, the water is life. The water is, you know, the eternal gift, like that will keep him hydrated and while he's all dried out. But it's like he's running through, this is my picture, running through with the water of life, which is life, in his hand, trying desperately to hold on to it and keep it. And the sand is slowing him down. And you can even hear it in his voice. 21 Pilots fans are intense and they are committed and they are loyal. Those of you watching, from what I've seen and know the music so well, and from what I've heard from people, they sing at the concert too. So everybody kind of can sing together. And these songs are very similar with the voice, such a unique voice, but man, it tells a total story here of, this just sounds desperate. Desperation.
Tightly I will strain, the sand will slow me down, and the water will drain. Just being dramatic, in fact, I'm only at it again as an addict with a pen who's addicted to the wind as it blows me back and forth, mindless, and pretend.
Yep.
Of course I'll be here again, see you tomorrow, but it's the end of today, end of my ways.
This is like classic addict story, right? Anybody in addiction, it's like, I'm just an addict with a pen blowing around with the wind, like the wind will just take you. And that's when you're in addiction, that's the story, is you kind of go with the moment and, when the next high is. And then, by the end, the guilt, it's the cycle of like feeling the need for a fix. Life is too stressful. There's too much going on. It's either the high or the low. Things are really amazing. Let's celebrate. Things are horrible. Let's use to be able to just escape. And then the guilt that comes after it. And then after the guilt, it wears for a little bit. And then, like he's saying, that's where he's at with the pen. And then the next day, I'll be back again. Don't worry. I'll be back here again doing the same thing, running with it. And so maybe that water would be the addiction and the need to act out. But it's like a desperate cycle of the need to act out, to get the release, to get the high, to escape life and escape reality, and only to feel guilty again after you come down off of the high. And then to weather the storm and get through that and think, maybe I could do that again. And boy, what a cycle it is.
Here again, see you tomorrow, but it's the end of today, end of my ways. As a walking denial, my trial was filed as a crazy suicidal head case. But you specialize in dying. You hear me screaming, Father, and I'm lying here just crying. So wash me with your water.
Boy, hear that water, the way he says that, water. Boy, it's like just needing it so bad.
We haven't talked in quite some time. I know I haven't been the best of sons. So low, I'm traveling in the desert of my mind, and I haven't found a drop of life.
Boy, now it kicks up really high. The desert of my mind, like you can see with addiction how it lives in your brain. It's in your mind. It never escapes. And even when you're not in the act of using, you're usually typically planning, preparing, thinking about it. It occupies the mind so much, becomes a desert, which is desolate, which is empty, which is just vast. And, that whole piece of addiction for people is unescapable feeling. It feels unescapable so much of the time, because how do you cope with life and live life normally without the drug of choice, whether it's food, whether it's drinking, drugs, sex, gambling, spending money. It could be anything, even exercise. There's so many different ways to have addiction. It will suffocate you and it will make you feel like you're in a desert with no way out. Or that water could be anything, you know, that water could be a person, that water could be health and freedom, that water could be just serenity. But that water is key here that he just cannot find a drop of. Wow, what an ending. Unbelievable. What a cool song. And an in-studio song to be able to see them perform, hear it so crisply and hear the emotion that's inside of that he can feel that song. I wonder who wrote that song. I wonder if he wrote that song. But man, 21 Pilots got me sold. Like, I just love 21 Pilots and getting the chance to hear them. And all of you, this comes from your request. It wasn't me picking this, but y'all give requests and suggestions of these songs, and we put them on. Nick finds a way to get them in order and get us to review them. And man, this one hit a home run. I love talking about addiction, talking about struggle and pain. I know that sounds crazy, but it's what I do every day for a living as a therapist, and I love being able to find hope and healing in that. So if you need help, if you need hope, definitely go out there and search for that in your community. Just search around for local therapists. Go to psychologytoday.com. Go to the link in my bio that has the National Association of Mental Illness on it, because this is not therapy. This is merely my opinion about the lyrics of a song, but I want to be able to have hope for people and have resource for people, and it's out there in your community. So thank you so much. Please give me your comments and ideas and thoughts on this. Like, subscribe, pass this on to your friends. This channel has been unbelievable with the support and love out there. And I love each and every one of you for being a part of our community and part of our family here. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you on the next video reaction.